What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Professor Anime and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we will be discussing Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. So how was this first episode? So my first impressions, long story short, is that it was alright, nothing too spectacular or anything, that really caught my eye. I mean, it was just an alright sort of comedy series. So what is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid about? So it is a slice of life comedy series. Now, regarding the comedy within this series, this first episode at least, I personally did not find it funny at all. I had a few chuckles here and there, but other than that, I really did not find this series, funny, at least for this first episode. Now let's talk about what the anime is about. So, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. It starts off with basically this Loli girl who can turn into a dragon and a human at will. And upon arriving at Miss Kobayashi's apartment, the two begin living with one another. Now, Miss Kobayashi apparently does not recall that she ever brought in this girl in the first place. But apparently, before Miss Kobayashi ended up seeing this dragon who just randomly appeared out of her apartment, she then begins to recall that the day before the day that she met this dragon, apparently she got so drunk that she traveled into the mountains and found this dragon girl, and they had a little chat with one another, and Miss Kobayashi was like, "Why don't you come to my place?" And from here on out, the dragon ends up arriving at Miss Kobayashi's house. So this is basically where our story begins. However, it's not really much of a story because, it's a slice of life comedy series that I can tell is already going to have an episodic nature to it. However, I did find the ending to this episode kind of interesting in a way because apparently in the other world that the Dragon Maid is from, apparently a lot of humans were fighting off. Knights were fighting off the dragon. They were plunging swords into her. At the moment, she is alright. However, in this other world, humans were terrifying, and ever since she arrived in this world, she only puts her trust in Kobayashi now and wants to make friends with her, and as well as the other humans residing in this world. And basically she tried to escape from the other world that she was living in so that way she can live a peaceful life, so to speak. So we will see if anyone else comes off from, the other world into this world and help the Dragon Maid, live a more peaceful lifestyle. However, it does seem like there is going to be some conflict with this because, maybe other sort of demi-humans will come to this world and try to, I don't know, kill the Dragon Maid. So the animation, it's decent. It's alright. It's what you would expect in a slice of life comedy series. So it's nothing really too spectacular. It's just, decent. When it comes to the soundtrack is, I would say, decent as well. It kind of have that poppy sort of feeling to it in the background. It's like dun 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 dun, something like that. And when it comes to the opening I actually, sort of liked. It does have a more poppy nature to it, but it's catchy. So I wouldn't say it's really one of the better openings of the season, but it's definitely a catchy opening. Regarding the ending to this series, really we haven't seen the ending OP yet. That's going to be in the next episode because really all that happened was just, the ending to the first episode and then it went directly into a preview. So we haven't really heard the ending OP. So, yeah, regarding that, my first impressions of Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is, average. It's decent. I really wasn't that big of a fan when it comes to the comedy. However, that's just my personal opinion. You guys might find that sort of comedy as great to you. Comedy is subjective, but personally, I did not find this funny. I had a few chuckles here and there, but that's really about it. So, another thing that actually ticked me off when it comes to this first episode of Dragon Maid is not only the lolis that are presented in this, but they had several moments of jiggle physics when it comes to the Dragon Maid's boobs. I actually counted how many times they jiggled in this episode, and it was about 6 times. 6 times. So this tells you right off the bat that this series is definitely going to have fan service, even when it comes to, you know, the lolis. So personally, I'm not that big of a fan of that. I hate anime that do that. I despise anime that, I mean, when it comes to some fan service anime, at least they are trying to present fan service, but usually it's good fan service. However, when it comes to this, it's just, why are you making little girls, why do you sexualize girls? Little girls. I'm so tired of seeing this in anime. My first impressions of the series, average. I'll still watch this and see if it gets better over time, especially with the interesting sort of conflict with these different worlds tying into each other. I'm kind of curious about that, but at the moment, I don't really have a good feeling about this series. But we'll see if it gets better over time, especially with its comedy, because hopefully, we're actually going to see, chaos ensue with, the whole chaotic nature. And also regarding some of the other, demi-humans, coming from another world, we are definitely going to see that, because apparently from the OP, there was this other Loli girl, and also, in the OP, kind of had, like, a mermaid's tail to her, and then there was also, apparently, a girl with pink hair at the end, who is also a Loli. So there's a lot of Lolis going to be in this series, apparently, that are demi-humans. But yeah, I think that about does it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on what you thought about Dragon Maid, as well as what you thought about the review. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.